When is a Volkswagen Transporter van more than just a van? When it can do this. This is the Trakka Trakkadu AT, an Aussie-made conversion that turns the cargo van into a camper. Never heard of Trakka? Well, where have you been? The Aussie company's been around since the 1970s, with Volkswagens being their main stock in trade. They also do Fiat and Mercedes-Benz vans, but hey, we thought we'd keep it traditional. And this is pretty much the most traditional Volkswagen camper there is. There's an angled pop-top roof, so you can stand here and do your cooking or your dishes, and under the bench, there's a fridge. The pop-top is really simple to pull down and raise because it's got gas struts on either side. You just got to be careful when you do it because you've got to make sure these zips are undone all the way to the back, otherwise the fabric might get a little bit mucked up. What good is a cooking area if you don't have a dining table? Well, you do. With this handy little tuck-away unit, you can clip it here in the kitchen or you can attach it to the door under the patio. There's room for 4 to sit and eat as well. The front seats can be flipped so they face backwards and the rear seat can be slid fore and aft as well. Just make sure you use the right lever because if you use the one on the left, you're just going to open the drawer under the seat. This is more than just your couch though, it's also your bed. Just pull on this lever, push down on the backrest and boom, you've got yourself a bed. More on that later. This electronic awning is new to the Trakka brand. They used to use manual ones, but customers demanded an easier option. It is a little bit fiddly to do on your own, but with 2 people, it'd be simple. The tailgate annex is another job best left for 2 people, but once you see just how much space it adds, it's well worth the effort. There's a good sized storage area underneath the bed, and if you need to store your clothes, you've got a cupboard up here. There are no facilities on board, so if you need to go, be prepared to dig. At the back, there's a tap with hot and cold running water, and there's a shower for those muddy days. I won't show you how that works because some things are better left to the imagination. All the cabin electrics are controlled through this display here. You've got a 12 volt, so all your interior lights come on. You've got exterior lights, and there's a water pump as well. You can monitor your power by using this button here, so that's your main battery for the vehicle. And then you've got in-house battery, 12.3 volts. So we're fine at the moment, but if you need to charge, you can always plug into site power. If you are connected to site power and you want to use your appliances, you can plug them into the power point. If you're not connected to site power, you can still use USB and 12 volt charging. It just runs off the car's battery. While I'd love for you to join me, I'm going to hit the hay for the night. I've got these blinds, I've got sunshades on the front windows, and I've got the diesel heater running. It does smell a little bit, but after a few minutes, it keeps the place toasty warm and you need it because it's freezing outside. I'm getting under the covers. Well, as far as beds go, it's better than spending a night in a damp tent. And while it is a fairly nice place to stay, it's also pretty good on the road. I'm just gonna pack this down. This might take a while. This version of the Trakkadu, the AT, has all-wheel drive, and it's more than capable of dealing with loose, muddy surfaces like we're on here. In fact, it's so capable, it's even got a rear differential lock. The suspension has been upgraded to cycle heavy-duty springs and struts, and the ground clearance has been improved as a result. Underneath, there's body protection too. Off-road, the suspension deals with bumps nicely, and on-road, it's the same story. The steering's pretty good as well. It never feels like you're driving around 5.3 meters of van. It is long, and that long wheelbase does help it settle down after bumps. The engine is a corker. It's a bi-turbo diesel with 132 kilowatts of power and 400 newton meters of torque. And as a result, it never feels short of grunt, even though the Trakka is a bit heavier than the standard Transporter long wheelbase van. It has a 7-speed dual clutch automatic as standard, and that behaves pretty well at low speeds. At higher speeds, it offers decisive shifts, and they're very quick too. Fuel use is good too. We've seen around 10 litres per 100 on the highway, and you've got an 80 litre tank, so you're guaranteed good range. staying connected on the road is easy as well. You've got a touchscreen media system with Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay. You don't get satellite navigation, you've got to pay extra to get that upgrade, but you do get a standard rear view camera and rear sensors, which is handy for parking something this big. Look, the Trakka Trakkadu AT is a fully competent all-wheel drive camper van, but at around 120 grand plus on-road costs plus options, it is pretty darn pricey. Consider that you could buy a four-wheel drive and a caravan with a fully functional bathroom for about the same money, and you've got to really put it in context. But if you're looking to live that flower power life, then the Trakkadu could be for you. At the back, there's a tap with hot and cold running water and a shower head for those long days in the mud. I won't show you how that works because I can't